The event so far has been fantastic. One of the things that surprised me is the level of technical expertise and maturity in the room, and meeting people who are actually really experienced at both developing the synthetic fuel processes and the upstream feedstock processes, and who are really looking into the nitty-gritty of how to deploy these projects at scale.
The speed presentations were quite interesting in terms of discussing these kind of common issues and learning that some of the issues that I thought I had actually is also issues that others have, and also get different view on things to reflect on the kind of road forward I have foreseen perhaps can be diverted a little when we do things in collaborations.
I think it was great to see the project pitch session, because the project not only really quickly gave us an oversight of what they're working on, but they also showed that they really want our mission and they want the partnership. So they even ask other partners from the mission to contribute to their solutions and ask where they can maybe fit into the bigger context.
This is still such an immature industry, so we need the universities, the knowledge institution to continue to contribute with their innovations and their capabilities. But we also need the industry to ensure that these innovations can actually go to market, that we can industrialize, scale and implement them or integrate them in the market.
I think the most important contribution we can give is to try to both find new efficient technologies and in that way overall drive down the cost of producing these fuels. This is the major barrier to drive down the cost in order to get this implemented. Of course, there are also other drivers, namely the security of supply, and that in some time we will anyway run out of fossil fuels. So we need alternatives no matter what.
We have approximately between 3,500 and 4,000 flights planned out of Aalborg with SAF on Norwegian to Copenhagen, and hopefully this will have a huge impact. And right now it's 40%. It's the route in, well, as far as I know, at least in Europe, maybe even globally, with the highest percentage on SAF. And hopefully this will be able to push the industry even further.
We've always had a global focus, even though we're an Australian developer. And when we look around the world, firstly, Europe and in particular Denmark seem to be the world leaders. We've been very heartened by the fact that Denmark has a lot of social and political momentum around synthetic fuels in a way that many other places in the world don't. And in particular, MissionGreenFuels seemed like a fantastic focus point for us to engage with the European synthetic fuel industry and put down some roots here.
We are a relatively small company, and we see being part of such a partnership could be very beneficial for us for advancing both technically and commercially. So be part of this ecosystem across the whole value chain is something we could for sure benefit from.